To be successful in a digital coaching business, it requires a different thought process and a different mindset as compared to traditional coaching. After doing over $5 million of sales in this particular business, I have brought it down to 10 essential elements to chart out a game plan that will really put you on the winning side. Okay. And first, I want to be sharing with you the mistakes that most people make in the training and coaching industry. And finally, I'm going to go deep into all of those 10 different aspects of the game plan. These 10 points have actually helped me build a community of over 15,000 people, where I also have a lot more freedom right now, and not just creating recurring revenues, but also being able to create an impact on the success stories that are happening every single day. So there's a way that how I have implemented this model. Please take notes and let's dive in. Hey there, Siddharth Rajshekar here. Welcome once again to my podcast, the Freedom Business Podcast. And if you're listening to this on iTunes or Spotify or wherever you may be listening to this on my blog, I just want to personally thank you for tuning in and jumping into this podcast. And there are many other episodes that I've actually recorded where you can go and check out other aspects of this game. Now, what is this particular episode about? It's about how to chart your game plan to win in a digital coaching business. Now, what's the difference between a digital coaching and traditional coaching businesses? Traditional coaching is all about one-to-one. It's all about understanding people on a much more deeper level and providing them customized solutions. But digital coaching is where you can go one-to-many. You still are able to understand the deeper level challenges of your students, but you're going to be creating a mass level impact because you're going to shift from a one-to-one to a one-to-many model. And one-to-one can be done, but it'll be for people who really need it. But you're primarily playing the game of one-to-many coaching and guiding them through a process. Okay, so I'll tell you the mistakes that most people make is when they get into this industry, they only are pursuing the money. Okay, or they are pursuing this as an opportunity. Now that is a losing game because you need to have something to offer to your target market. It's good to know that yes, the industry is booming and all of that stuff, but then that should not be your main focus. The money is only the byproduct of the value that you're able to deliver to the marketplace. So the second mistake that I see most people make is they're expecting quick results. Results happen quicker for some people. It may take some slow time for others based on what their background is. So if you want to chart out a game plan that can where you can be on the winning side, you need to have patience. Okay. The third part is, what I've observed is a lot of people are not willing to get equipped technologically for this game. There are some phenomenal coaches who have been coaching and who've been training for a long time, but they're not able to adapt to the fast-paced technology. So equipping yourself with the technological skills of lead generation, traffic generation, list building, video marketing, funnels, and tribe building in the digital space. All of this stuff is, are essential skills that one needs to have if they have to be successful. The fourth aspect or the fourth mistake I've seen people make is they are not continuously learning. Whatever they know, whatever they have been preparing in terms of their content and the structure and everything else, the same thing, it's just been running for years and years and years. They're not adapting to the new ways of doing things. So when you're not learning, you don't really experiment on new ways of implementing. That's where the problem is. And finally, the fifth mistake is not adapting to the new models of implementation. When I say models, is overall. See, some people, they might have been successful in a particular model and they feel that that's the only model that's going to work in the future. But that's not the case because, for example, there were many trainers and who are doing more like live-based models, selling from the stage and stuff. But they had to quickly adapt to the digital space, and it required a different set of rules, a different set of traits and skill sets, and even the way that the programs are delivered are slightly different as compared to the offline world. So not adapting to the models, not learning new things, not getting equipped technologically, expecting quick results, and just pursuing this as an opportunity or for the money's sake is the biggest challenge that will be a stumbling block for you to be successful in a knowledge business. So having said that, I'm going to give you a game plan. And how do you chart out this game plan? Please take notes because I have 10 different ideas that have helped me phenomenally and which has helped me not only make money, but also make it with a lot of freedom because I'm leveraging my dad formula, which is to delete, automate, and delegate. Okay. Deleting all the tasks that do not align with my highest values, delegating all the stuff that I know I can get others to do, and automating things that are repetitive tasks. So let's come to the first point. If you have to chart out that game plan, you need to build a solid product around your core niche, a solid product that can solve people's problems. And for this to happen, when I say solid product, I mean truly solid. Like when people buy an iPhone or they buy an Apple product, they just feel that, the customer experience, and they feel that that wow factor, right? That's the impact you got to deliver. And the customer experience in your product is, there are multiple touch points, right? From the way that you've designed the courses, the way that you've delivered the courses, the mission behind the courses, the I'm talking about the visual appealing design of your website, the colors that you've used, is it in alignment with your topic and your niche? And also whether you're making it simple and easy for somebody to get results. So all of this would come under building a solid product, an information-based product. Now, an information product is essential to the digital coaching process because that's the only way you can multiply your effectiveness. You're no more playing the one-to-one game. You're playing the one-to-many game because that's where the high leverage is. But to build a solid product, it requires a lot of research to be done. And for that research to be done, you need to do a lot of one-to-ones. Okay, so it's like you need a combination of both. In fact, in my initial part of my journey, I did around 500 plus one-to-ones, and that helped me build better digital products. So the purpose of me doing one-to-ones was not just to do one-to-ones and get more, one-to-one clients, but the purpose of me doing one-to-ones was to build a better quality digital product, where my whole delivery style is to help them get to their goal much faster. Now, the second point when you're crafting a game plan, to chart out a game plan, is you got to start selling it as a membership and not as a product or a program. Now, that's another mistake that a lot of traditional coaches and trainers do, is they want to sell it as a content-based model. They want to lead with content, but there are hundreds of people leading with content. You got to lead with the community angle. Okay, so start selling memberships and do not sell products. And in my case, I have 3 levels of membership: silver, gold, and diamond. Each of these levels have a particular purpose. Silver membership is where I really nail in all the principles and strategies of the game, and also some implementation. The second level of my whole program is all about tactical implementation, tactical knowledge. And the third one is where there's refinement and scaling that happens in their business, where they can get results much faster. So you can craft your entire knowledge business into a silver, gold, and diamond membership, where you can sell it as a membership and not just as a product. The third way to chart out a game plan to win in a digital coaching business is to build, just like you have 3 levels of memberships, build 3 levels of gamification levels. Like I have a Freedom Finisher Award, I've got a Hall of Fame Award, and I've got a Crow Club Award. And each of these gamification levels are independent of the membership levels, because even a basic member would be able to become a Hall of Fame member. I mean, they would be able to achieve the Hall of Fame level, which is to make over $5,000 in total revenue sales. So when you build 3 levels of gamification, an activity-based reward, a milestone-based reward, and a superstar reward, it really helps your students to focus on achieving the goal rather than just consuming information. And to make the gamification even better, you can conduct things like a 30-day, 60-day, 90-day hackathons, anything where you're going to be inspiring your students to go back and go through a process of learning, and you're going to be hand-holding them, and you're going to keep sending them back to your courses, so that they can refine whatever you have actually taught them. So that's the third way to chart out your game plan. The fourth way to chart out a game plan to win in a digital coaching business is to work on designing an irresistible offer. Okay, you got to design very good offers in the level 1, level 2, and level 3. Starting off with level 1, you need to have more high volume people buying your products on the front end. So what are the elements of an irresistible offer? Number 1 is it has to be catered to what the market really wants and addressing all their pain points. 2 is the irresistible offer should not just be about selling courses. Package it as a 5C model, where there are courses, there's community access, there's a group coaching that you do every single week, there's a challenge, and you give them certification. So when you include the 5C model as a part of your offer, it becomes so much more attractive for the person to actually buy. And then when you add the bonuses in terms of maybe you want to do like a one-to-one session or some kind of a clarity session, all of these things, when you include it into the offer, that makes it very valuable for people to buy. So point number 4 is to work on designing an irresistible offer. Point number 5 on how to chart your game plan to win in a digital coaching business is to work on your own energy and your own mindset. Now, this is the first thing that I start off. So if you're still not a part of my community, you can go to sidzsids.co/join and you can join our community. And you'll realize in the first day itself, I make you listen to Earl Nightingale's Strangest Secret in the World. I make you write your goals and a whole bunch of other stuff that really is going to work on your internal game and your energy and mindset, because how you feel inside is what people will sense and perceive from you outside. And if you are not feeling valuable yourself, if you're not working on your inner game, it will not reflect in your outer game in terms of results and conversions that you can make from your selling and stuff like that. Okay, basically, you won't be able to generate that much of traction in your business if you're not working on your internal game. So personal development and business development need to go hand in hand. Now, point number 6 is once you have worked on these areas, you have to then focus on 2 traffic sources. To start with Facebook ads. Don't just depend just on organic traffic, but you need to have a combination of organic and paid traffic to make it work. And paid traffic is the fastest way for you to attract the right kind of customers. So organic traffic is going to help you, build that nurturing part and people get to know more about you. But when it comes to paid traffic, 2 sources, Facebook ads and YouTube ads. Just focus on these 2 traffic sources. And this is what I teach in my advanced courses and even in my quantum level. I work with my advanced students to help them scale this traffic source, the traffic generation, so that it's more scalable, it's more sustainable, and they can really get conversions on autopilot if they follow my system. Okay. Now, 7th one is if you want to chart out a game plan to win in the digital coaching business, build communities with deep values, with a lot of core values. Okay. And how do you do this? You do this by setting a code of honor in your community, by having an inner circle weekly call, by injecting these values into your tribe every single week, telling them why the community is there, what are you standing for, and what's the bigger vision and mission of this community. So when you build a tribe based on these deep values, they will start to align and they will start to fall into place in terms of attitude, mindset, and then automatically the skill sets and tool sets will start to fall into place once these 2 elements are in place. So the point number 7 is to build communities with deep values. Point number 8 is, if you want to chart out your game plan to win, is master your craft every single day. There are a lot of people in the coaching business and training business who are good speakers. Okay, they have the gift of the gab, but they don't have hands-on technical knowledge. Now, one may think, okay, why should I have hands-on technical knowledge? I can just give it to others to do it. But that's not the point. The point here is when you get hands-on in all the core elements of freedom, which is traffic generation, list building, conversions, copywriting, and tribe building. When you have hands-on experience, when you have a full stack brain, what will happen is you will have an edge over others in terms of making faster decisions and possibly outsourcing it and getting the best value out of your teams. Okay. Do not prematurely outsource until you have mastered your craft every single day. So mastering the craft, there are multiple elements: mastering sales, mastering videos, mastering community building, mastering traffic generation, Facebook ads and YouTube ads, and all of these things. Initially, for a person who's getting in, it may seem too overwhelming that there's so much to do. But just like how you got adapted to using Facebook or WhatsApp over the years, and now you're really used to it. Similarly, when you start to pick up these new skills, you will start to get used to it very fast. And then what you got to do is, number 9 is, if you want to chart out your game plan to win in a digital coaching business, you got to reinvest your profits back into the business. Don't just go and splurge all that money in multiple things. So for a long time, I never really went and bought anything for myself. I just kept putting all the money back into the business, and that really created a compounding effect. Okay, so I was looping the cash flow back into the business, and the scalability came in at that point of time. And I was frugal with my money, and when I was ensuring that I was profitable, I was working really hard, and now it's come to a point where everything is fully automated on the front end. I have a bunch of high ticket back end products that's really creating a recurring cash flow in my business. But the best part is, even till today, I'm constantly reinvesting it back into my business, either in the form of ads, new tools, new infrastructure, new initiatives, customer experiences, and live events. And I also put the money back in terms of technology. I'm also building new technology for my communities. And finally, number 10 is focus on student results. When you're charting out your game plan, you need to have student results as your main focus. Even in my community, I tell them that every year, my only single pointed focus is to create more and more crorepati's. If I can help more and more people make money, automatically I'm going to make the money. It's a beautiful Zig Ziglar quote. If you can help enough people get what they want, you can get whatever you want in your life. So make your focus not on you making money. Make your focus on helping your students get the results, whatever the result may be. The result may be money, it could be health, it could be relationships, it could be better career prospectus, whatever may be the case. So just to recap, if you want to chart out your game plan to win in this digital coaching business, number 1 is build a solid product. 2 is start selling memberships. 3, build 3 levels of gamification. 4, work on designing an irresistible offer at every level. 5, work on your own energy and mindset. 6, focus on the top 2 traffic sources, parallelly with organic. Number 7, build communities with deep values. Number 8, master your craft every single day before you outsource. Do not prematurely do that. Number 9, reinvest your profits back into your business. And number 10, focus on student results and let that be your number 1 benchmark for your success. When you do this, there's no way but winning the game. There's no way than winning the game. Now, if you're somebody who's still not a part of my community, I would love to invite you to my next live webinar. It's you can go to sidzco.co/live live, and you can be a part of the community. Now, if you're already a part of my community, and if you're going through the process, and if you're going through this hackathon and many other things, my suggestion to you here is go in and upgrade your membership to Diamond, because that's where you're going to be associating yourself with fellow members who are action takers, and that will be on the fast track. Okay, so I would highly recommend that you do that, because I have a whole gamification, a whole different level of gamification that I've launched at the Diamond membership level, which is the ultimate membership level for any expert, teacher, coach, or a leader in today's day and age, where I'm equipping them with the mindset, skill sets, tool sets, and also the community and advanced community for them to grow much faster. Okay, so go to sidzco/live if you're brand new, and if you're an existing member, go inside my community and you'll find an option where you can check to see if you qualify to be a Diamond member in my community. So go through that application process and see if it's the right fit for you. Now, as a closing, I just want to tell all of you, thank you so much for tuning into this podcast. This is something which I'm living and breathing on a daily basis. I truly want to redefine the whole education system and employment system by creating a new breed of teachers. And your role in this is such an important one. Now, even if you're nurturing 5, 10, 15, 20 people, you're making a difference in somebody else's life. And if we can create an army of 1 million teachers over the next few years, we can impact 1 billion lives on this planet, and that will change the whole face of society. And we're going to live in a more utopian world, what I call as the golden age. So why I do what I do is to create a golden age. Thank you so much for tuning into this podcast, and keep checking out and looking forward to coming back in the next episode. Bye-bye.